chance to move aside. See him cursing in your rear view. You promised him his freedom and you lied. He told me that you're hauling precious cargo. There's a baby on your board. I can see that you're exhausted, and the right lane's where you should be headed toward. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And leave that left lane open. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And let that man go free. I ain't stopping. He ain't stopping. The slowing down for nothing. Do the right thing. I gotta bring my baby back to me. He likes that life out on the highway. Keeps it fast and loose and light. When you wanna slow it down come Friday, move it over to the right. So if you see his headlights in your mirror, kindly move aside and let him through. The left lane is for speedy folks like him. The right lane is for slower folks like you. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And leave that left lane open. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And let that man go free. I ain't stopping. He ain't stopping. We're slowing down for nothing. Do the right thing. I gotta bring my baby back to me. Do the right thing.
You sparked a light on my horizon. No sound yet that I can hear, but I know upon reflection you are much closer than you appear. I will make a place for you before our fates collide. I know you may need some room. I will move aside. 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 To do the work I ask of you requires skill requires speed. I swear I won't stand in your way in someone else's hour of need. I will make a place for you before our fates collide. I know you may need some room. I will move aside. 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 Now there you go, wailing past me. I say a prayer for those you serve. I look again to where you came from. There may be more behind the curtain. I will make a place for you before our fates collide. I know you may need some room. I will move aside. I will move aside. I will move aside. I will move aside. I will move aside.
With no sound or warning, unexpected patterns forming, full of dark and mystery, ninja swift, soon to be history. Nowhere up my blind side creeping. Oh, I was watching, I'm never sleeping, but you came out of nowhere. You scared me half to death. You're all in black, and you don't care how close you are to running out of breath.
Live from points across Portland, Oregon, this is Comedy Sports! Coming to the screen now is your red team for tonight's match, The People, featuring Jay Reading Rambo, Amy Zing Gray, and team captain Ruth Jumping Jack Jenkins. Tonight, they're facing the visiting team in blue, the Puppets. And give a warm welcome to your referee for tonight's match, Amy Pepper Milstein.
Hello and welcome to Comedy Sports Saturday Night Puppets vs. People Edition. Woo! I heard that this is the 19th year of Puppets vs. People, so let's hear it for them. I hear it. And I hear you. Hey, I'm not here alone. Marianne, our chat goddess, how does our crowd look tonight?
Holy moly, we've got a great crowd, Amy. We've got people from Cedar Hills, Portland, Richmond, Virginia, Alaska, Seattle, Beaverton, Australia, Auburn, just pretty much everywhere. There's someone watching this show right now.
Wow, I even heard there was Texas. So Australia, Texas, and Alaska, 3 big places.
Right?
Exactly. And, speaking of big places and big voices, on sound tonight, we've got Bobby Rathbone. Hey, Bobby, what's going on?
I've got a lovely fire going here tonight. I only wish I had a fireplace.
I believe that problem will take care of itself. All right, so Puppets vs. People is very much like a comedy sports show. You're going to see games based on your suggestions, and the only difference is we have people and we'll have puppets, but a lot of the same rules apply. And to go over that first rule, I need both captains on the screen.
Oh.
Captain Ruth of the People, and Captain Doris of the Fluff.
Hello?
Hello, Doris. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here. Woo!
Lovely. And how are you, Ruth?
I am well as well.
Excellent. So I want you both to be aware of this one foul. It is called the bag. I will call that if I hear anything rude, lewd, crude, Marxist, too soon, or Mel Gibson. If I hear anything like that, you, the players, or the audience members, this counts for what goes into chat, will have to watch the rest of the game with a bag over their head. Now, I can't bag you, so puppets and people, you have 3 seconds to get a bag right now.
Okay, hold on. Come here, bag.
3, show your bags.
Come here, bag.
I'm sorry, Ruth, you can put that on as fast or as slow as you like, but you can't beat Doris's bag. It's a whole other puppet.
Hold on.
I'm not even going to try.
I know. Wait, Doris, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm fine. It's fine.
That other puppet wasn't kosher, apparently.
It left an awful taste in my mouth. A little blue. It left me a little blue.
Interesting. So, Doris, what game would you like to challenge the people to for this open?
That's a great question. I'm challenging the meat to story.
Story. All right, go and prepare your teams.
Team, get prepared.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
As you go prepare, I will say to our audience, please put into chat the title of a story that doesn't exist. You're going to see our players tell that story. However, there'll be rules. One player will start, and then as soon as the next person or puppet shows up, they will have to pick up the story. If they hesitate, if they don't pick up exactly where the other one left off, if the story doesn't make sense, I will blow my whistle and they will be thrown out. The team with the last player up will win this. So, Marianne, do we have any suggestions of a story that's never been told?
Rich was quick on the ball. The suggestion he gave us was My Golden Doodle.
I love where this is going, and we haven't even heard it yet. So,
Right?
players, The story is My Golden Doodle, Chapter 1.
Alejandro strode out of the custom embroidery department of Sears with My Golden Doodle tattooed on the back of his denim jacket. He was so excited to show people his new jacket, he stayed in the mall all day, just walking
around by the place with the big hats. They make the hot dogs on a stick is what that is. And he walked back to where the fountain was, tossed a few pennies in for charity purposes, went by the bookstore and read some books, and
Finally, he saw what he was looking for. He found himself another doodle. It was not an ordinary doodle. That doodle was sitting there very nicely with a
matching hat. He was so surprised to see another doodle. This time, the doodle was not on the back of a jacket, but it had its own
little pair of pants, which also, interestingly, had the words Golden Doodle appliqued onto not one, but both
things that were on both of the doodles. There were so many doodles. Doodles here, doodles there, doodles everywhere!
In fact, the person who sat down next to Alejandro that afternoon was completely doodled from top to bottom. Be-doodled, really. I have a be-doodle
right here to show you. It's... Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, Gordon Jump, but I didn't see any doodle actually show up, so I'm sorry, but you are out of there.
Okay.
Sorry, I know. So, what is the title again?
My Golden Doodle.
My Golden Doodle, Chapter 2.
You look like someone who can appreciate a doodle. You would like to be perhaps part of our doodle society, but there is an initiation you must go through. First, we need you to take this pen of destiny.
back where it came from. It is a very difficult task, Alejandro, but if you can do it, you may be the supreme leader of the
next generation of doodles. Alejandro looked at the pen of destiny. It was filled
with silver ink. He didn't expect that. He thought it was also
gold, like his embroidery. But no! Doodles come in many metallic shades. There's bronze, copper, titanium, lead, pewter,
uranium. They were all different kinds, and he was up to it. He's like, I'm gonna do this. So he started walking. He started walking with the pen
in his hand. Suddenly, it slipped from his hand and rolled
underneath the escalator.
I'm sorry, Jay, you weren't quite there in time with that rolled. So you are out of there. All right, The Golden Doodle, Chapter 3.
Now, Alejandro's fiancée, Louise, was concerned because she hadn't seen him for several days, and she thought,
perhaps he was seeing another
person, not her. She was like, I'm going to follow that Alejandro, and I'm going to find out where he's going. So she put on her
Fitbit.
I heard too many hers there. So sorry, Amy Gray, but you are out of there. Can't have two hers, only one her. All right, The Golden Doodle, Chapter 4.
She had a scarf on. She was ready to go. Woohoo! I'm on a venture. I'm going to find out what Alejandro is up
to. She did find him. It was amazing. It had taken her about 3 hours, but she finally located him.
At the top of the mall. And there, in his hand, was
another pen. Not another woman. It was another pen. He had two pens. What was he up to?
Alejandro was taking that pen from one hand and tossing it to the other hand. Then he got the cap off.
And he was so happy, and he turned and he saw her. He was like, "Ah!"
Ah! Oh! 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 Hi, Louise.
I can explain this," he said, and he started looking at her in her eyes.
I think,
Oh, I'm so sorry, Wolfgang, but you weren't quite on it, so you are out of there. Hell later. I'm sure I'll hear it. All right. Our final chapter, the Golden Doodle.
Louise had decided that she would join Alejandro in his quest to return the pen. So together they began to walk out of the mall. Yes,
So they did, walking hand in hand. Although she didn't quite understand this, she was supportive. She started walking up
the very top of the escalator. She looked behind her, and
and
I'm so sorry, Ruth, but you did not cut off when the camera cut off. Bloom is a cruel mistress, but that is 5 points to the fluff. What does that do to our score?
That's going to bring our score to 5 for the fluff and 0 for the people. This scoring update brought to you by the Judge Judy Food Court. The Judge Judy Food Court. With so many choices, you'll have no objections. And that's no baloney.
I like you, Bobby. All right. Now 5 big points in the lead. I need, first of all, if you're on Zoom, please switch to gallery view. That'll make everything better. And I need the fluff captain on the screen.
here I am.
Hello, Doris. What a win.
I'm so excited. In fact, I have a golden doodle in my house.
Lovely
Yes.
for everyone involved. What would you like to play for your first game?
We would like to play the game of dating game, because it's a game.
That sounds like a lovely game. The way I calculate it, you need to borrow someone from the people team. Is that right?
That's true. Hold on. Let me see. I'm thinking, Ruth, we'd like to borrow Ruth.
I think that's a good call. So, Ruth, if you'll come on up, do you want to be in the dating game?
I would be pleased to be in the dating game.
Okay, that means that you have to leave. So our tech guy, if you can put Ruth in a waiting room that's not at all weird and creepy and alone, that's great. Now that she's gone, we're going to have 3 occupations and historical people for our puppets to be. I believe that Marianne already has them. You guys already put the suggestions in.
Amy, we got so many good example suggestions from our fans that I'm taking 3 of them. Anna suggested Alexander Hamilton.
Excellent.
Karen suggested Johnny Cash.
Love it.
And Dick and Jane for an occupation suggested DoorDasher or delivery driver.
Excellent. So, Doris, do you want to have your team come up and tell us who's taking who?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Team, I'm going to have you go first. I don't know. Wolfie, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll go last.
I would like to be Elvis.
Elvis?
Well, we didn't take Elvis.
that
Can you be
wasn't
Johnny Cash?
Sorry. Johnny Cash.
Come on, Wolfie.
Let's get to what?
So Wolfgang will be Johnny Cash.
All right.
What were the other possibilities?
The other possibilities were Alexander Hamilton and a DoorDash driver.
Oh, I like cars. I take DoorDash.
Excellent.
So I guess I'll go with Alexander Hamilton.
All right. Get yourselves ready and I'll explain the game to the audience.
All right.
Okay, so what Ruth has not heard any of this. And so when she comes in to date, find her mystery date and her true love in puppet form, they will have to take on these characters in puppet form too. It's crazy. And then not only will she find love, but she will guess what each of these characters are based on their answers. It's gonna be fun. So why don't we get ready for this game? Why don't we bring back Ruth? Here she comes. There you are, Ruth. All right. We have got 3 lovely creatures to date, so I'm going to let you take it from here.
Excellent. So, let's see. Oh, okay, great.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
You look good. I'm not sure, but hello.
It's great to see you all. And so I just have a few questions to start out with because I'm wondering, like, what our potential relationship could be like. So, let's see. Prospective date number 1. Tell me when you're going to ask me out for the first time, how's that going to sound? What's your ask going to sound like?
Oh, well, I'm going to strum my guitar. I'm going to sing in a really low voice, kind of down here. I'm going to say, would you like to go out with me? Yeah, would you? Just maybe.
Great.
I've been wearing my good black suit for it, too.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. Okay. Very good. Prospective date number 2. Tell me, what if we get to the point of actually having a first date, where will we go? What's our first date going to be?
Well, I love going to people's houses. They often invite me over on short notice so I can be there quickly. And maybe you can send me a coordinates through an app.
Excellent. That sounds like an amazing first date. Okay. Prospective date number 3.
That's me.
Great, wonderful. Tell me then, what would our first date be like if it was you and me?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something that's super important. The most important thing is I'm not gonna throw away my shot with you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm really glad to know that.
Yeah, it's super, super important that you know that I'm not gonna throw away my shot.
Okay.
It's gonna be a match made in heaven.
Okay. So that would be the focus of the first date. Is that what you're saying?
Every time we meet, you know that when we go on a date and for now and forever, I'm not gonna throw away my shot.
That's good. That's important. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to date number 2.
Hello.
If we were to go to some outdoor place together, what would that be?
Well, I have a decent car, at least 2012 and newer, so it won't break down. And maybe we can bring food that I picked up on the way. It will be there in a hurry. Like 100-yard running hurry.
Oh, that sounds marvelous. Excellent. Okay, so number 1 date, prospective person.
Yep.
Let's see, if we were to go on a road trip together, let's say we progressed that far that we'd actually take a road trip, what would that look like?
I kind of like to visit prisons, actually. Some of my best audiences are in prisons.
Neat. Okay. I'm glad to know that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Okay, let's see. How about number 3?
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. Number 3, tell me about our road trip together. What would our road trip be like?
We would go down the road. It wouldn't be old. We would have some fun. Because you're number 1. And I'm not going to make sure that you're going to have everything you need. Because I have myself on some money. Can't you see?
Oh, nice. Okay, good. That I could buy that as a road trip song at least. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's great. Number 2.
Hello.
Yeah, hello again. You're intriguing me, number 2. I'm fascinated. So number 2, if I get around to finally taking you to my parents' house, what gift would you bring them? As like a
Well, what kind of cuisine do they like?
Oh, they really, really like Italian food.
Well, I will go and pick it up on my way to pick up you. Maybe when I get there, they give me tip and 5 stars.
Oh, okay, good. I'm sure they will. I'm positive that's how that's going to happen.
And time is up, you lucky, lucky lady.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so are you ready to guess who your dates are and pick that lucky one for you?
I am.
Okay.
You know, I have to say that I really think I would like a date with all of these people at some point. But,
I know, right?
But let's start with number 2. I'm not going to be going out with you this time, but I sure would like to someday because Uber drivers, I'm sure, make a really good date. So.
Yes, I do.
That is.
So maybe in a couple months, okay? And then how about number 3? I am just so fascinated because I really want to go out with somebody as famous and amazing as Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Thank you so much.
All right.
And finally, a guy I've always truly been fascinated by and would love to have a date with, Mr. Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a ring of fire. Yeah.
Oh, great.
You got all 3, so thank you for lending out Ruth to the puppet team. So let's give the meat 3 big points for Ruth's 3 big guesses. Now, rest of you just remember that game, put it in your head, and now I'll call Ruth back to the screen.
Here I am.
Yeah, that was great. I hope you enjoy your date.
Yeah.
What would you like to play for your game?
We'd like to play the game of character swap.
Character swap.
That's
All right, why don't you prepare your team and I'll tell the audience about character swap.
Will do.
For this game, you're going to see a scene and there'll be 3 very distinctive characters. And every once in a while, I'll blow my whistle and make them switch characters. And so they have to play each other's crazy characters. It's going to be fun. So let's get a suggestion for this. What is the best thing you received this holiday season? Throw that into the chat. And Chat Goddess, do you see anything good? What do you covet?
Absolutely. We have a couple of fans who said they got cameras, so let's go with that.
Wow, so that is your suggestion, camera for character swap. I'm going to stay on the screen so they can hear me blow the whistle and they'll know when to stop. But Meat, are you ready for your game?
Yes.
Begin.
I believe that film is the only thing that can capture an image truly.
Very well, this is my best side. Please take it from here.
The light is terrible in here. Can we open a window shade?
Oh, but the wind might muss up my hair. I'd really rather just be all natural, Aziz.
So to speak.
Well, you may not be natural, but you may be artificial, but my beauty is natural.
Switch.
You haven't yet mentioned my beauty, I noticed.
It is your beauty which we will capture only. Believe that, if you will.
I believe a lot of things, don't you?
I believe machines are superior.
Switch.
And I also believe that the lighting in here is terrible. I'm going to start a fire.
Oh, I do hope there's a fireplace.
Switch.
I don't open my eyes up much in this room. It's a sleeping room.
Hey. Now you do know, when I rented you this place,
that I did not agree to having any fires. I mean, this is not a house here. This is a place of business, and I did not agree to fires.
Switch!
Oh, no fires? But how will there be enough light for my amazing beauty, for my wonderful photo shoot?
I can't have ash from the fires rolling into my taffy downstairs. No fires.
Perhaps if you would replace the 1987 light bulbs with something better, we could have better light.
Switch!
That will take some time. I'm working by the hour.
I don't know about this. Look, I've got to get downstairs to my taffy, and I don't want it smelling smoky. Whoever heard of some smoky taffy? Nobody eats smoked taffy.
You got your spit on my lens.
Switch!
And it's really gross. Oh my! This is the thickest spit I've ever seen.
I was eating taffy. It's a piece of taffy, okay? Look, I'm sorry.
Are you going to be taking my picture or not?
Switch!
Because I've been waiting for a long time, and I'm not used to it.
Switch!
Well, look, maybe I will.
I wish you two would stop fighting.
And that's time! The game of character swap by the people. Alright, audience, now it's up to you. You get to decide who gets those points. Will it be the puppets and their fantastic dating game, or the people and their character switch? A poll will magically appear, and you can vote just once. Hey, when you're done voting, let's think about tonight. We're so glad to have you here, and we don't charge for you to come and see our shows, but we do ask for a donation if you can. Marianne, our chat goddess, has already put the place where you can have a PayPal donation, a Venmo donation. We'll take any kind of money in any form. Just send it by. We love doing these shows, and we're so glad you're here from us and here for us. And we can't wait to see you in real life, and this will help us get there. All right, Bobby, what do we see in our score?
Well, we see in our score that the puppets got 21 votes and the people got 8. How do you want to divvy those points?
Well, let's give 7 points to the puppets and 3 points to the people. What does it do?
That's going to bring our score to 6 for the people and 12 for the puppets. This scoring update brought to you by Alexander Hamilton Wintercoats. You'll always remember them, and you'll never go outside in the cold. That's right, you'll never air and burr.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Bobby.
That hurts.
Ow, Bobby. I might have to go.
Woo!
I have to go.
It's a great Hamilton joke. A great Hamilton joke.
Everybody calm down, except you, Doris. Get back on the screen.
Oh, here I am.
need you because you are in the lead. That means
Yep.
you get to.
Meat, take that.
I can take points away as easily as I give them if you're acting like a pig.
I am a pig. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I
You
think
can take points away from me for being who I am. Huh.
Nice tail. All right, what do you want to play?
We'd like to play the game of DVD.
DVD, excellent. Prepare your team.
Hi.
For this suggestion, what is something that you, the best gift you gave to someone, something that filled your heart with joy the most? And then you will see a scene based on that suggestion, and I have the control. It's like a DVD control. I can make them go forward. I can make them go backward. I can make them speed up, slow down, and then we can check out the special features. So, Puppet Team, are you ready for DVD? Oh, actually, Marianne, what do we have for a suggestion?
Our suggestion from loyal fan Steve is flowers.
Oh, Steve, what a lovely gift. All right, team, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
DVD based on flowers, go!
Thank you so much for teaching me flower arranging.
Well, I think you're a natural. That is spectacular.
Well, I've done all I can with the roses, the baby breath, and fern.
Reverse.
Fern, baby's breath, and roses. I've done all I can.
Yeah, it is spectacular. I'm amazed what you did with that.
Forward.
I'm totally amazed at what you did with that. It is spectacular.
Well, I've done all I can with the roses, the baby's breath, and the fern.
Now, the fern, I do have to say, I'm not sure that's a good choice.
Okay, how about a clump of moss?
Moss,
Moss! Moss! Did I hear moss? No, I got moss! Look, I got moss!
Oh, she
Lots of moss!
Reverse.
Moss! Lots of moss! I got lots of moss! 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 Did somebody say moss?
How about a clump of moss?
Forward.
How about a clump of moss?
Moss! Moss! Did somebody say moss? I got moss! Right here! Oh! Oh, so much moss!
Oh!
Ah! Ah!
Reverse.
Ah! Ah! Moss! Moss! I got so much moss! Who
Oh, my
wants
goodness.
moss?
Wow.
How about a clump of moss?
I'm not sure that's a good choice.
The
fern.
Forward. French language version.
No, I am not so sure that the fern is a good choice, as you say.
How about a clump of moss?
Oh, the moss.
Did somebody say moss?
Oh!
I do have the mouse here. Look, here, take the mouse. Here's the mouse.
Forward. Regular English language version.
All right, so here's some moss. Put that in there.
Reverse.
Here's some moss. Put that in there.
Moss.
Here's some moss. Put it in there.
Forward. Reverse.
Moss, moss.
Forward.
Moss, moss.
Reverse.
Moss, moss.
Forward.
Moss. Moss, moss. I got moss.
All colors. Here, try this.
Reverse. Slow motion. Freeze, Wolfie. All right, now I want to go all the way fast forward to the great big action scene at the end of the movie.
And then we got, I got a phone. Here we go. Scissors, cut up, here we go.
Wait, for you.
Moss these glasses.
Try some of this.
And that's time! The DVD with puppets! Let's hear it for those puppets!
Ref Amy, I want to know where that flower shop is because I want to go there.
Endless supplies of moss.
Right?
All right, I need the people captain on the screen. Ruth, how can you beat that?
I really don't know, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try by picking something very challenging here, something that hasn't been done much. We're gonna do a musical game. We're gonna do the game of Madrigal.
Ooh, very interesting. All right, prepare your team, and I will get the suggestions for Magical. So for Magical, I'm going to need 3 different suggestions. I'm going to need like a piece of advice that you got, or maybe something you read on a bumper sticker, maybe something that was in a fortune cookie. Then I'd like a longer advertising slogan, something that people have heard before. And finally, if you remember the old tabloid at the grocery store called the Weekly World News, I want you to think of the most outrageous headline that you remember from the Sorry That It's Gone Weekly World News. So put all of those in the chat. Marianne, are we seeing some interesting suggestions?
We do have some interesting things. I've got, we're going to go with Plop Plop, Fizz Fizz, Oh What a Relief It Is.
Lovely.
From Anna. From Linda, we're going to go with Never Play Leapfrog with Unicorns.
Thank you, Linda.
And from Nathan, we're going to go with Elvis is Alive on Mars.
All right. So why don't we get our meat team, our people team, our red team back on the screen. One more. And there you are. Do you guys know which...
We'll be doing it in the order they were suggested. So I will take Plop Plop, Fizz Fizz, Oh What a Relief It Is.
Important work.
Never play leapfrog with unicorns.
Elvis is alive on Mars.
All right, audience, prepare yourself for Madrigal.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Never play leapfrog with unicorns. Never play leapfrog with unicorns.
Elvis is alive on Mars. Elvis is alive on Mars.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a unicorn it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a unicorn it is.
Never play leapfrog with Elvis. Never play leapfrog with Elvis.
Unicorns are alive on Mars. Unicorns are alive on Mars. Mars.
Elvis, Elvis, oh, what a relief it is. Elvis, Elvis, oh, what a relief it is.
Never play plop plop with Elvis. Never play plop plop with Elvis.
Never plop, plop, plop on Mars. Never plop, plop, plop on Mars.
Never plop, plop with Elvis's unicorn. Never plop, plop with Elvis's unicorn.
Elvis plops unicorns. Elvis plops unicorns. Elvis pops unicorns.
And that's time! The game of Madrigal, brought to you by the people, like they do. All right, we're going to see another poll magically appear, and if you have the power, who will get the points? While you're voting, we also want you to know that ComedySportz offers classes. If this looks like fun, it's because it is. Every player you've seen here started by taking class of ComedySportz. You can take a ComedySportz class with us even if you don't live in the Portland area because of Zoom. There's always a silver lining. So sign up at portlandcomedy.com and we'll see you next time we play. So, Bobby, do we have our results?
We do have our results. 19 for the people and 6 for the puppets. How would you like to divide that score?
Well, I'm going to give 7 to the people and 3 to the puppets.
That's going to bring our score to 15 for the puppets and 13 for the people. This scoring update brought to you by Rick Moranis' Flower Arranging. Just when you thought you've seen every flower in the vase, suddenly you'll see more.
Oh, no. Bobby, if you lived closer, I'd come get you. All right. Now I challenge both teams to the game of Town Hall. You're going to see a town hall based on a problem that you're going to suggest. You're going to suggest a noun and a verb. So put some nouns in the chat, put some verbs in the chat. We'll pick 2 and see what happens. We're going to have both of our teams on the screen. And Bobby, would you moderate this for us?
I would love to.
Why, thank you.
I've even dressed for the occasion.
Oh, that's lovely.
Your refinedness, I'm exhausted from that DVD, so I'm going to take a break and I'm going to let Baggy help me out.
Okay, Doris, you do that.
Doris.
Oh,
Doris.
All right,
Doris.
All
Let's
right.
practice that. Door, like you open it, and us.
All right, go get Baggy. And we need some people on there. Hey, Marianne, do we have a noun and a verb?
Absolutely. From Dick and Jane, I'm going to take eating, and from Christarina, I'm going to take cars. So it's going to be eating cars.
Eating cars. All right, we're going to find out the pros and cons of eating cars. Bobby, I will let you take this from here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very sincere and problematic town hall meeting here in the greater Wichita Falls, Kansas region. We've been noticing a sheer big lack of people eating their cars and some overeating their cars, and we've brought both sides here together to talk to us about it, both pro and con. So without further ado, let us get started by meeting some of the people, our constituents. Constituents, I know you've signed in on the docket to let us know who wants to go, but whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and go. Please, Miss Gray, I know you wanted to make opening statements.
Yes, I'm Esther Gray, and as you know, I run Esther's Diner and Wrecking Yard. And I'm gonna lose my business. I have to move out of town to a smaller place outside of town. I'm gonna have to get one of those tiny houses if people don't start eating car parts again. Please come in and have a carburetor omelet, for Pete's sake.
Thank you very much. In rebuttal, I know we already have Miss Bag ready to go. Miss Bag?
Oh, yeah, hi. Miss Bag here. Everybody knows. Hello. I have some issues here because now there's no more parts because everybody's eating them. So we're in a shortage, and I'm concerned. I'm worried. I don't think that you oil know what's going on.
Calm, Miss Bag. There's no reason to be getting into histrionics about this. Miss Jenkins, I saw you on the docket earlier today. Your thoughts?
Well, I have to say, as a actual professional connoisseur of foods and car pieces, that really, I am going to support eating cars all the way, because for one thing, they have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. They also, certain ones of them have a superb taste, and I don't want to have to give that up. And my friends feel the same way. So we're not going to be doing that anytime soon.
Well, for Pete's sake, send your friends my way.
I will.
Thank you. Mr. Wolfsart, I believe you've been asked to speak next.
Yeah. I represent the American Society of Carnivores. And strictly speaking, as a carnivore, I'm not into eating cars. I want to eat meat. Like that lovely piggy I saw walking around the other day. That's what carnivores are more interested in. So forget this car eating. Oh, come on, people. Meat, meat, meat!
Well, we'll
That's all.
meet you later. I believe that Mr. Rambo, I see you've joined us from the Bakeries Union.
Yeah, no, actually, I've the union kind of busted up there, so I'm actually working the school cafeteria now, and well, the government contract with Jeep says that's what we got to feed the kids. So we're gonna keep feeding them the Jeeps because that's what the government surplus is giving us to feed the kids, and that's what the kids are gonna grow up on, eating the Jeeps.
Oh.
No.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mr. Jump, would you like to jump into this?
I sure would. Never eat a vehicle, especially if it is moving. My father met his he died because he thought it was a giant bug, and his tongue stuck to it, and he flew off. And then when the automobile stopped, he smacked.
Look, if you don't learn how to eat a VW bug when you're small, you're going to run into that problem.
Hey, you know what? We can't afford to eat any more car parts.
People.
problem
This
here
is
is
getting
It's a
out
very
of
moving
hand.
story, Hogwarts.
I think somebody should
people.
tell the carnivore that the word car is part of carnivore.
Not the same. Oh my.
But it's not a cognate. It's not a cognate.
People, if you keep motoring over each other's words, no one's going to be able to get a word in edgewise. Miss Gray, thoughts?
I would just like to point out that you can eat meat with car parts. I make a lovely Kia Cristo sandwich.
Is this going to go much longer? Because the Toyota Tots are about done.
You know, if I go, everybody else, you know what? You go. You go and you go. Out of here.
And that's all the puns we have time for. Let's give it up for a raucous town hall meeting. And I would like to give a point to everyone in the chat who was making jokes, because those chat jokes were fire as well. So now another poll will come up, and you have to decide who was your favorite in this. Was it the people who were for it, the puppets who were against it? You guys already got your point. And while you're voting, let me ask you a personal question. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? You know, you can spend it with us because ComedySportz is having our New Year's Eve show on New Year's Eve. It'll start at 8. Is it on New Year's Eve, Miriam?
Yes, it is. 8 p.m. Pacific time, New Year's Eve.
So that's Thursday, 8 p.m.
Correct.
Come and sign up at portlandcomedy.com, and we will see you for New Year's Eve. So, Bobby, do we have a winners for that poll?
It's coming up right now. We have 17 votes for the people and 8 votes for the puppets. How would you like to divide that score, ma'am?
Let's do 6 votes for the people, 3 votes for the puppets. What does that do to our score?
This is going to bring us to our halftime scoring update. Halftime scoring update brought to you by Esther Gray's Edible Restaurant. Esther Gray's Edible Restaurant. Have you been there yet? If not, well, you oughty. And that's going to bring our score to 19 for the people and 18 for the puppets. Coming into our halftime, we'll be trading people, so please give a hand to this first half show featuring Jay reading Rambo, Mark 88 Anderson, Amy Zing Gray, Sam Whitelegs Whittington, Team Captain Ruth Jumping Jack Jenkins, and Team Captain Betsy Easy Being Green.
All right, we're going to go to halftime now, but before you leave the screen, there's going to be a short video by our favorite puppet, Sharjah. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Sharjah. Welcome to Letters to Sharjah, where you fans write in letters and I answer them. Our first letter is from Amy. What a great name. Dear Sharjah, your fur looks so soft and fluffy. What's your fur care regimen? Well, Amy, I, for one, use a product called I Can't Believe It's Not Conditioner. I don't know what's in it, but it's not conditioner. Letter number 2 is from Kate. Kate says, my husband's dog hates baths and water. She smells very doggy. What should I do? Well, I do know how to keep a dog from smelling. You plug her nose. Next. Our next letter is from Susan. Susan says, Dear Sharjah, here are some letters. A, J, and Q. Everybody's a comedian. RC writes, Dear Sharjah, I can't find my other shoe. Do you know where it is? Just order another pair online. I don't know. I don't even have feet. Phoenix writes, what are 3 things that make you happy? 1, Scrabble. 2, suspense. Brooke writes, Dear Sharjah, yams or sweet potatoes? 3, surprises! Manda from Boise writes, Dear Sharjah, Kermit the Frog, hot or not? Totally hot, but you have to turn up the temperature a little bit at a time. Sue writes, Dear Sharjah, what would be your perfect New Year's Eve? I think December 31st. Finally, Sharon writes, Dear Sharjah, can you sing your favorite song? Yes. Is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I want no sympathy. 'Cause it's easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Okay, that's all the time we have for letters. We'll get back to the second half of Puppets vs. People real soon. Go Puppets! That's all.
This is impossible. You cannot surf. You don't belong on this marvelous surf. Surf all the way to Chicago. Surf all the way to Utah. Surf all the way to Spokane. Now, baby, surf wherever you want.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your announcer for the second half of Puppets versus People. My name is Jamie, and I would like to welcome back. I would like to introduce the teams for the second half. Introducing your Portland home team, the Red Team. We have Bobby Sox Rathbo, Betsy Easy being Green, and the captain, Sam Whitelegs Whittington. And now, you met him the first half. We're going to bring back the Puppets for the second half of Puppets versus People. I would like to remind everybody the score. It's 19-18. The Peeps are ahead. And I'd like to bring our referee back tonight, Amy Pepper Milstein.
Can you say that score again, please, Jamie?
19-18 Peeps.
The Peeps never win. This is unprecedented.
Well, the Pups have to get back into it then.
Well, that means I'm going to challenge both teams to a game. But before I do that, I have a correction to make. That hot New Year's Eve show that I talked about earlier. Remember, Jamie?
Yes, I remember that.
It's actually at 7, not at 8.
Oh, 7, okay.
Check your calendars. It's always 8 o'clock somewhere, but the show's going to start at 7. So yeah, write that down. That's good. And now I challenge both teams to the game of Switch Interview. For this game, you're going to see like an interview show like they used to have on when they had, channel TV, where there's going to be like different interviewers and different interviewees, and we're going to catch little bits of that show. So in the chat, if you could put in some topics that you would like to see on an interview show. If that's too much, you can just put in nouns or places or things. That's nouns. Right? Anyway, Marianne, are the suggestions rolling in?
Well, I'm going to actually start with a suggestion we had earlier that I thought was fantastic, and that was Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter. So keep those suggestions rolling in, and I'm going to have 2 players from both teams on the screen to begin.
Welcome back to Catching the Bad Guys. I got a great bounty hunter with us. This is Sharjah. Tell us, who's the favorite criminal you've ever caught?
I caught Al Capone's kid.
What? What did he do?
Well, his name's Jerry.
Jerry Capone.
It was a tax evasion, just like his dad.
Well, I'm glad you got him. What's it like chasing after all those bad guys?
Oh man, it's a thrill a minute, and I make a lot of money for it. That's the part I like, the money.
Wow, didn't know there was big cash in catching the bad guys. Maybe I'll have to go after a couple after work tonight.
Switch! Let's get a suggestion for this pair, Marianne.
All right, let's go with Mark's suggestion of Statue of Liberty.
Begin.
So didn't your arm get tired?
Oh, yeah, so I've been doing a lot of very good, arm lifts and deadlifts and pushings and going so I can hold the torch up for years and years and years and bring everybody in. Where it's really heavy, though, is in the plate, because it's just stone and I'm just, copper. So I don't think it keeps it moving that well. But then I see them go by and I wave. I'm like, hello. And then the fire flew off onto the boat and when it set on fire. So that's why I don't fling the torch anymore, because I got tired of setting boats on fire.
Yeah, well, we all thank you for that. You know, I really...
Switch!
All right, Karen suggested hairspray for these two.
So, you have a new formula, I hear.
Yep. I use 3 parts vodka, 7 parts Elmer's glue, 2 parts perfume.
Fascinating stuff. Is there any truth to the rumor that the higher you get that hair, the closer you're getting to God?
Oh, that's probably very true. Yes. I think we'll put that on our labeling. Good thinking.
Switch!
All right, and for our next two, we're going to take How to Bedazzle Everything.
So, like,
after you bedazzled your tongue, then what?
Then I was ready. I was bedazzling my hair, and in addition, I started bedazzling my nose and then my little puppy, Sherbert. I bedazzled Sherbert, and then I just couldn't stop. I started bedazzling my bathroom. I started bedazzling the living room, the dining room, even the porch.
Well, I'm glad we were able to get the bedazzles off the camera lens during the commercial break so people could see the rest of the interview.
Just hold on. I'm going to bedazzle you because you're just so cute. Here we go.
Switch!
Our next suggestion is Deep Sea Diver.
So you went deep on under. How did it feel? Did you get the bends?
Well, as it happens, I did get the bends, but immediately upon eating several fish.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
People say that to me all the time, and I don't understand why.
Switch!
Next is Worst Ideas for Tattoos.
So, I understand you have tattoos all over 98% of your body.
Yeah.
Tell me about the 2% that doesn't have a tattoo yet?
That's armpit. But the worst idea was this facial tattoo I got. This is not my real face. This is what I decided.
I wondered about that, frankly.
Yeah.
Switch!
All right, your next suggestion is cupcakes.
What color frosting is your favorite?
Lavender.
All right. If you could become a cupcake, who would you want to devour you?
Oh. Well, he's not supposed to take off his helmet. But the Mandalorian.
And that's time! We always end at the Mandalorian. All right, that was Switch Interview brought to you by the people and the puppets. Now the poll will appear, and you have to decide which team brought you more joy, more giggles, more laughs, and more of that complete warm feeling that you get from comedy. While you're doing that, there was something that I wanted to talk about.
Amy, let's talk about how to help us out again.
Right. So if you missed the chance to get our PayPal that first time, Marianne is putting it in the chat one more time so you can help us out. Keep bringing the joy and keep us going until we can open our theater. Well, Jamie, it looks like we have a score.
We have the people with 56% and the pups with 44%.
I think that's the other way around, Jamie.
People, oh yes, you're right.
Yes, crazy, huh? So let's give 6 points to the puppets and 4 points to the people. What does that do to our score?
That makes the score 24 puppets, 23 people. Tonight's score update brought to you by Bobby's Famous Puns. They be dazzling.
Oh. I can't keep up with the puns, so I need the puppet captain on the screen.
Yikes! I don't know where my cursor is.
Oh no! The puppet captain will find her cursor. Sharjah was concerned.
What? What do you want?
Oh, well, you guys are in the lead, so you get to play the next game.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to play?
Dime store novel.
Would you like to borrow someone from the people team? Okay. Okay, Sharjah, careful there. And I guess we'll need a title of a book that's never been written, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, so in the chat, if you could throw in the title of a book that's never been written, you're going to see someone from the people team type that out while the puppets are her inspiration and the story will change. So, Marianne. Oh, yes? Okay. What do we have for a title?
I'm going to take the title of Magic Over the Snow from Loyal Fan Karen.
Oh, that's beautiful. Magic Over the Snow. And who from the people team will be our author?
That'd be me.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Awesome. Magic Over the Snow.
That's been in my brain all day. I'm just so super excited. I can't wait. Magic in the snow. I'm going to start right here. Once upon a time, there was a nice crevasse that was large, and in it were many, many people that lived. They were tiny people. They were unusual. One was Marcus, one was Sarah, and one was Ben. Marcus, Sarah, Ben were the best of friends.
Marcus, we've been in this crevasse for so long. I know it, Sarah. We gotta find a way out of here. We've got to find our way out so we can live life to the fullest.
Hey, Marcus, Sarah, what you talking about?
Oh, I tell ya, Sharjah, we were thinking about leaving.
Without Ben? He will be heartbroken.
Oh, well, we could talk to Ben. Of course we'll talk to Ben. I feel like we could all find a way out.
And they did. They found their way out. Ben wasn't happy, though. Ben was miserable. In fact, he was yelling, kicking, screaming all up down that crevasse and out of that crevasse, but they were dragging him. They were dragging him by his feet. And he said the most unusual thing.
Hey, that's my big toe!
No, it wasn't my big toe. No, I didn't like that. I don't like that. I'm going to go back. Rewind. He said something even more amazing. It was,
hey, don't you know I have a bunion on that foot?
Yeah, bunion. That's a more specific word. I like that. All right, let's see. We're going to keep on going. And what was their response? Let's see.
We're almost out. Come on, buddy. Just come. Oh, well, it's snowy up here, too, which is okay.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the upside.
Said Delilah. Delilah was a snow queen. She had long, luxurious hair that was tucked in a bun, a beautiful bun. And in there was a bun of fun that she was about to reveal to Marcus and Ben.
I'm so glad you finally made it out of that crevasse, for I have a bun of fun that I want to share with you.
Oh, well, I'd like to see your bun of fun. Excuse me, but that man is my husband, so if you're going to be showing him a bun of fun, I need...
That's my bun of fun. I keep it in my hair.
Sarah was such a jealous gal. She couldn't help herself, but she was so wrong, because then there was this beautiful teddy bear, and the queen was not happy, so she's like, later for y'all. I'm out of here. She basically said, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Oh. Oh, was the upside everything you dreamed of?
I tell you, it was pretty amazing. It's kind of good to be back in the crevasse, though, don't you think so, guys? I guess. You know, there was one thing I really did miss when we were in the crevasse. Well, me. It was Flanders, I, me, cat, I am, and I missed, and no dinner, and bad when you were not in crevasse is bad. Oh, Flanders, we're sorry, buddy. We'll never leave you again.
But you were so brave for exploring. I'm going to call you all Crevastronauts.
Astronauts, that's my favorite. The end, that's my story for my little children. I'm gonna give it to them for the rest of their lives, and it's just gonna be their story. I'm so excited. I will see you. I'm gonna go publish it right now. Bye, y'all.
Crevastronauts. Keep that in your head. It will be in my head forever. And now I need the people captain on the screen. Hey there, Sam.
Did you miss me a little bit?
A whole lot.
That makes sense.
Look, you make my arms disappear. That's how much. So what would you like for your team to play?
Synonym roles.
I love synonym roles.
Me too.
Okay, for the game of synonym roles, you're going to see a scene, and then every once in a while, I will blow my whistle, and the player will have to come up with a new word for a word that they just said, and use that word every time through the scene. It's a mind-blown experience. So I need a suggestion for this. What's something you're looking forward to what are you looking forward to in the winter? What excites you for winter? Put that in the chat. And then, I don't know. Hey, Jamie, what's going on?
Hey, Ref Amy, I do have a suggestion of tubing from loyal fan Nathan.
Tubing. Ooh, that is fun to do in the snow. So I'm going to stay on the screen while the red team plays the game of synonym roles with the suggestion tubing begin.
It is so cold out here. I knew we were going to the mountain, but I thought since it's sunny, it would be warmer.
Oh, I can't do this anymore. It is my whole body. She's freezing. I can't do this. It's hurting me.
Can I warm your body with huggings, please?
Here.
Take my hands.
Closer. We need to warm each other's up.
You're fogging up my eyes. But it's a warm fog. I love it.
Warm.
Heated, stylistic, cozy, heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt. It's.
I know heartfelt. It's one thing that I know to do so well, especially in this freezing cold. I have something to ask you, my love puppies.
Oh, my heart's getting heartfelt.
Heartfelt, you get heartfelt here. Here, I come. I give you something special.
I'm ready.
Please, if you would, take my hand and do this for me, marriage. Please.
Marriage.
Joining of the peoples. Having a good time for a long time, hopefully forever.
That's it.
Join me in having a good time, hopefully forever.
I would be happy to join you to have a good time.
Yes, no, hello there. I'm too late. There's already the proposal of the happiness forever and ever. Oh no, I was going to take a picture.
Oh, we can recreate, please.
But the moment has passed. The heartfeltness is gone. I go them by the fire in shame and agony for not capturing your moment.
I forgive you. I know I paid you lots of money to come and capture the moments, but I'm okay with
Elga is failure. Elga is failure.
Failure.
Not successful in life. A shame upon my family's honor and history. An embarrassment to the gene line.
That's the one.
I'm an embarrassment to my own gene line.
It is true, your embarrassment, and I will think that you will never join forever the peoples, and hopefully forever and ever. But this, you now have to go walk in backwards to where you came, because that is the way we do things here.
I shall film you, dear sister, that you paid me to take this and not embarrassment to the gene line, so that you may know that you shamed me as I go backwards off this cliff!
No! Sister, please don't be dead! Please!
I don't hear any crashing.
Crashing.
Thud, thumping, burdunk,
That one.
I don't hear any burdunk.
Listen, oh no, she
And that's time! The game of synonym roles brought to you by the people. All right, you've seen 2 games. You saw the dime store novel with the puppets. You saw synonym roles with the people. A poll will appear, and you have to decide who entertained you more. Now, you already got your New Year's Eve plans all set to join us, and I know you're going to take a class with us, and I know you kicked a little something towards PayPal. What else is there to talk about? I got a Baby Yoda for Christmas.
Hey,
Otherwise, nothing. Yeah.
You know, we do things with businesses and organizations, and we can do private performances as well as team building for them over Zoom. Social distancing, we're good at it. We're very good at it.
We've done some for a major corporation based here in the Northwest in Portland, and they went really well. So we can do the same for your company. We know how hard it is to connect, but we can help you make that connection. I see the poll. What does it say to us?
Well, we have 68% for the people and 32% for the puppets.
Wow. So let's go 6 points people, 3 points puppets. What does that do to our score?
Well, that makes the score 29-27 people. Tonight's scoring update brought to you by Bobby's warm, heartfelt puns. They're crevastronomical.
Oh my goodness, the hits keep hitting. Thank you. All right, now I challenge both teams to a mega replay. Now this is super cool. We're going to see a team do a neutral scene, and then we're going to have the other team do the same scene with something else on it, and we're going to swap it back and forth. Your mind will be blown. So the people are going to go first with their neutral scene. So let's get a suggestion. What is you were looking through a magazine. Remember when those existed? And a picture falls open. What is the picture of? Put that into the chat. And people, you will be doing a neutral scene based on that suggestion. Marianne, do we have anything?
Yes, loyal fan Sharon has suggested perfume.
Perfume. I remember those perfume strips in magazines. I don't miss them. All right. So, people, are you ready for your neutral scene on perfume?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Oh, my dear, dear, dear sister, dear. I feel like I am ready to be brought out to debut.
You are a fine specimen to be debuting today, my dear. Turn around. Let me see you.
Take it all in from the back and then from the front.
Girl, you are divine. D-line.
And I know you're debuting today, Ethelridge, so I bought you something special.
Oh, Padme, do tell, do tell.
Well, Ethelridge, I have brought you your own special pair of linen gloves.
For me, linen gloves. Oh, Padme, this is gonna make the day complete.
Put them on, Ethelridge. Put them on and let everybody see it.
My two babies are gonna be debutantes today.
Oh, Mama, don't get all over in a fuss. You're gonna spew your makeup all over the place.
Mama,
Bit.
Mama, don't run your mascara. You're gonna ruin all of our pretty, pretty pictures.
Okay.
Wipe, wipe, wipe.
No, wipe, pad, wipe, create.
Oh, pat, wipe, pat, wipe, wipe,
Pad.
And that's time. There is your neutral scene. Now I need you to throw some styles into the chat. I need movie style. I need book styles. I even need a musical style, but I'm going to give you a hint. I want you to throw in opera. I'm saying, we know what works on stage. So throw opera in the chat. All of you, throw it in.
There it is.
Just throw opera.
3 times.
Throw in those movie styles, book styles, and let's see the puppets do that scene. Marianne, what's a good
We've had a couple people suggest Western or spaghetti Western, so let's do this first one as a Western.
All right, so let's see that first one as a Western. Begin.
Well, here I am, all ready for my big debut. I got my gun strapped on.
Oh, darling sister of mine, you're going to be so amazing there on the saloon dance hall. It's going to be the best debut ever.
It's true, Ethelridge. It's true.
I think so too, Paganina.
And you can see me both the front and
I hope you make enough money dancing to afford the back of that dress.
I hope so too. And in the meantime, I spent my last few dollars, my last silver dollars, getting you this special pair of gloves for your debut. Here you go, honey.
Oh, gloves. For me. Oh.
For you, Padme.
Oh, I'm so touched. You're the best sister of the 14 that we've got.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, Mama.
Cry now, Mama.
My babies are going to the saloon.
It's all right, Mama. We're not gonna play no poker. We're just gonna have a coming out dance at the saloon.
I know. It's the only place in town. This ain't even a town. It's just pretty much a saloon and us.
Yep, that's right, Mama. Now,
But I don't
we
want
know you'll be watching from up the stairs.
I love you two so much. You're the first of my 14 daughters, and I'm gonna... Listen, I got something special for you. Let me dig into my saddlebag here.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. You know, when Papa left and rode off out into the sunset, I thought the 14 of us and Mama were gonna have a hard life ahead. But
It's
here
your
we
father's guns. I want you to take take one of them.
Thank you, Mama. I will never forget this day.
And neither will I. All right, there is the spaghetti western version of that for the puppets. Now the people have to replay it in yet another style. Marianne, do you have anything?
Well, Amy, you were fishing hard for opera, and our loyal fans threw you a little bit of a curveball. I'm going to take Mark's suggestion of space opera.
Space opera? I don't even know what that means.
We'll find out right now, I guess.
Find out.
debut, Sister Padme. Put on that face suit.
Observe the suit from the front, and then the back.
Spin, 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 spin,
Spin like an orbit, spin like an orbit, spin like an orbit in the sky. Spin like an orbit, spin like an orbit, spin like an orbit in the sky. But wait, I have for you a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift of a phaser, a gift of a phaser. Slice down the aliens.
Oh, fight them. Oh, let's fight, fight, fight. I don't feel well. Fight, 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 fight. Don't feel well. My tummy's growling. I don't know.
Game over, game over, game over, man.
There was a puppet. All right, let's hear it for that scene. And now we're going to reverse it. We need the puppets to do a neutral scene. Marianne, do you have any neutral scene suggestions?
No, earlier we got Golden Gate Bridge as a suggestion when you asked for a neutral scene the first time, so let's roll with that.
I like that. Let's see that. Puppets, entirely different neutral scene, Golden Gate Bridge.
All right. I think I made it out of the rock. Hey. Oh, if I'm as quiet as they are, I can get away.
Hey,
Ah,
Gordon?
yeah.
I'm Clarice.
Clarice! Oh, I haven't seen you since I started my stint in Alcatraz.
Oh, you were working on the rock? Cool.
Yeah. I was working on it. Yeah.
Wow, it's been so long.
10 to 20, I think.
Oh, the wind up here is crazy.
Oh, hey, Clarice, who's your handsome friend?
Hi, Gwen.
Hi.
Gwen, this is Gordon. We go way back.
Oh, hi, Gordon.
Further
I'm
back
Gwen.
than you and I go, Gwen.
Listen, Gordon, this is my cat, Tibbets. Do you want to pet him? He's super friendly.
I'm. Hey, you! You shouldn't be here! Oh no! I gotta go!
What? Gordon, no, wait!
And that's time! Your neutral scene based on Golden Gate Bridge. All right, we need some styles to layer on that because the people are going to do that scene. Puppets again. Marianne, do we have enough to choose from?
We do. Let's go with, let's go with film noir for the next one.
Film noir. It's hard to say. All right, people, let's see it.
Gordon was my friend. Maybe a little bit more, and I wanted it to be more, but we'll see. Hello, Gordon.
I guess I can get away while no one's paying attention.
What? Get away?
Oh, Clarice, you're here.
That's me. That's me. Oh, feel the wind blowing through our hair.
I feel my wind. It blew through my hair.
So nice here.
Clarice had no... Oh!
Oh. Is
Clarice.
Gwen.
Who's this with you?
Gordon.
Hi, Clarice.
She was always moving in on my territory, and I couldn't take it anymore.
Well, you see, it wasn't always just me. Maybe sometimes they were throwing themselves at me.
Really? Maybe I'll throw you somewhere.
I didn't hear a ka-thunka-thunka-dunka-dunk yet.
Thank you. All right. Now we need another style for those puppets to do yet again. Marianne, what do we have?
I'm going to take the style suggested from loyal fan Karen of superheroes.
Superheroes. I super want to see it.
I thought I heard someone in distress, but perhaps not.
Commissioner Gordon.
Well, yes. Yes, that's me.
You called me? I saw the signal in the sky.
Ah! Clarice person. I'm glad you're here.
You know, I've been thinking about changing my name.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd have to replace the Clarice Copter and the Clarice Cave and...
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of rebranding pain, but I just feel like I'm not very secretive.
Could be. You don't think the big giant spotlight in the sky that you answer
It
to...
says Clarice?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
might...
I don't think that's gonna work anymore.
No, I...
Whoa! Clarice, it is I, Super Gwen. Good to see you. Super good to see you.
Hi, Gwen.
Ah, super fascinating, as always, here with my pal, Super Tibbets.
Okay, hey, Gwen?
Yes?
If I were to have a new name, what would you choose?
Let's see. How about, Fuzzy?
Whoa, that wind is crazy.
It really is. Whoa.
Oh, I just found out someone's in trouble. I must go. Whoosh.
I'll save the day. Grab onto my hand. Grab onto my hand. Clarice, you're slipping. I'm losing you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm falling. Grab her.
Help! My cape's stuck on the bridge. My cape got stuck on the bridge.
Oh, I'm always having to see other
Tibbets to the rescue.
And that's what you get for wearing a cape. Go capes. All right. That was your mega replay. Puppets, people, puppets, people, puppets again. I'm so glad I don't have to choose, but you, our audience, does. Please pick the team that entertained you the most during that outrageous round of games. And just know that we are so happy that you are joining us here again. You know, we would do this anyway, but we love doing it for you guys. So thank you so much for coming out. Hey, Jamie.
Yes.
Do we have a score?
We are still working on that. The poll just went down and it's back up. We have puppets with 61%, the people with 39%.
Well, let's give those puppets 6 big points and 4 big points for the people. What does that do to the score?
That makes the score tied. 33 to 33. Tonight's scoring update brought to you by Bobby's Famous Puns. He's really super, man.
When will it end? Actually, it ends now because I have the whistle and I challenge both teams to the game of Back in My Day. So, everybody up on the screen, this is a pun achievement game. We're going to get some suggestions of you of things that just didn't exist in the modern era. So start throwing some things into chat of like technologies or concepts, I don't even know, but things that wouldn't exist back in my day. And we're going to hear these older people complain about all these newfangled things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to do an example, but I'm going to just go right into it. So, team, begin. What do we have for our first suggestion?
Our first suggestion is cell phones.
Cell phones.
Hey. Well, back in my day, if you couldn't hear somebody now, it's because they were far away, like down the block.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones. We had to rent them from the phone company.
Back in my day, we
didn't have cell phones. We just looked for signals on the Verizon.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones, and if you wanted an app, you just ate the L out of an apple.
2 for that one, please.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones. If you said, "Can you hear me now?" it's because Grandpap forgot to turn on the battery on my hair! My hair!
Let's get another suggestion. Well,
absolutely. Let's take CAT scan.
Which one?
CAT scan.
CAT scan.
Back in my day, we didn't have any cat scans. You just look at your cat and you know what to do.
Back in my day, we didn't have CAT scans. We went to the doctor and afterwards we just went, "Am I right?"
Back in my day, there weren't any cat scans. When there was a wolf scan, I'd scan you up and down and then I'd eat you.
Back in our day, Phyllis, remember?
Yes, Richard. Back in my day, there was no such thing as a CAT scan. That's right. There was not even such thing as a cat.
All right, what do we have next, Marianne?
Next, we're going to go with Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets!
Back in my day, we didn't have Hot Pockets unless you put lit coal down your pants.
Oh.
Hey, back in my... What?
You go ahead. You got
no mouth. I can't see if you're talking.
What do you mean? I have no... What?
Never mind. I'm gonna go. Back in my day, we didn't have Hot Pockets, except for certain places in Australia.
Back in my day, we didn't have Hot Pockets, but I got them now.
Back in my day, we didn't have no Hot Pockets. Yes, you did, Richard. You often did.
Back in my day, we didn't have Hot Pockets. If you wanted to burn your mouth, you just ate a stick on fire.
Marianne, what else do we have?
We're going to go with YouTube.
YouTube.
Back in my day, we didn't have YouTube. If we were all up in somebody's business, they just called us a gossip.
Back in my day, we didn't have YouTube. We had to suffer through A-tube, B-tube, C-tube, and many other tubes.
And that's time! The game of Back in My Day, brought to you by Puppets People. And I think we've learned anything can be a puppet, even your spoons. We love Richard and Phyllis. All right, Jamie is adding that up. While he does, we've got some to thank. I'd like to thank Marianne, our chat goddess, who's been wrangling all the chats this entire time. I would also like to thank our announcers, Jamie and Bobby, who work hard behind the scenes. And the hardest worker behind the scene, Pat Short, who's keeping all the tech running. He's got the bells and the whatever that is, the duck call. All right, and also thank all of you for coming, for sharing with us, and we couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much. All right, Jamie, we are waiting. What is the score of this show?
Well, that last round was back and forth and back and forth. But by the final score of 43 to 39, the winners are the Puppets! ComedySportz tonight was brought to you by Betsy Easy Fin Green, Mark 88 Anderson, Ruth Jumpin' Jack Jenkins, Bobby the Punny Man, Bobby Socks Rathbone, Jay Reading Rambo, and the captain of the red team, Sam Whitelegs Whittington. You saw her all night, you heard her all night, Sharjah and Amy C. Gray. Thank you for coming to ComedySportz. I'm Jamie Montgomery for Amy Milstein. Thank you. Have a fantastic night. We will see you next time.